Hello, hello, hello.
Hey bitches, we're back.
We're back, and y'all get to see us eat.
Yes.
We are at Cafe Zero.
Yep.
So, yum.
We are out of our element.
We are.
I'm trying to eat and record for you guys.
There's music playing in the background, so I apologize. Anyway, so y'all get to eat. Y'all get to eat. Y'all get to see us eat,
And get to listen to us eat.
and we have questions. Y'all sent in a bunch of questions,
And we just never got around to it.
and we didn't. But we're gonna do that because we're still deep diving into the Epstein files, so we weren't ready to do that. So the next one will be the part 2. But today we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Wait, hey.
6, 7, 8. We have 8 questions for y'all, and I don't know who hurt y'all. That's all I'm gonna say.
These are very like, y'all trying to heal. Hey, it goes with the God music we're listening to.
It does.
Okay, let me tell you something. Kind of talking about God. So my mom was talking about how I need to take the girls to get like, their confirmation and their communion and stuff like that, right? And I was like, well, you never did it for me. So I was like, I'm not very religious. I'm only religious when it comes to my mom. And when it comes to like dancing and praying, we do it because of my mom, right? There's kids in the background, whatever. So that happened on a Thursday or Friday, and then on a Saturday I went to my mom's house to pick something up, and it was like, hey, I'm gonna give you something because Alex went to the store and he found this for you, and he said when he saw it, your name automatically came to his mind.
Oh.
I'm like, okay, what is it? It's like a book that has Bible scriptures for the whole year, right?
Okay.
And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah. He said that he went to the store, he was buying something, and he saw that, and he's like, the first person that came up to his mind was you. And I was like, shut the fuck up. And she goes, no, for real. I'm like, bitch, we were just talking about me going back to church yesterday, and now this. Because like, it's a coincidence. I was like, well,
see, God's trying to tell you something.
I know, but I was just I've been reading it daily and stuff, and I've been saying my little prayers and lighting my candles and stuff. Slowly but surely, I'm trying. Mm-hmm. But I'm not a very religious person, you can say. So I'm just like, I'm trying, God. Okay.
Well, I started off the year with my little Bible verses, but I haven't opened them since. I've been slacking. I need to get back on it.
Okay.
It's because I forget. All right.
I'm pouring some wine. You're making it good,
right?
All right. So I'm going to read the first one, okay? It says, is it the kids' responsibility to take care of their parents when they become old age? What do you think?
Personally,
yeah. Thank you.
Personally, I say yes.
Uh-huh.
But that's because I took care of my mom. Mm-hmm. I'm taking care of my dad now. But I think it also depends on what kind of
relationship you have with your kids,
like what kind of relationship you have with your parents and what kind of parents they were. Because like my parents weren't the best, but I know that they tried their best.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And obviously, like I do things differently with my kids than what my parents did with us. But at the end of the day, if I call my dad, I'm like, Papa, like, me pasó esto, whatever. He's like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. This, even if he doesn't have it, like, he'll make it happen. He'll make it happen. You know what I mean? Thankfully, we haven't had to do that in like 5 years. So, like, we haven't had to like ask for money or anything like that. But
since you got the house?
Yeah, since we got the house. you know, but my parents have always been the kind that were like, whatever's needed, whatever, you know, it is, like, we'll figure it out. And I think now that they're getting older, well, my mom's not, but now that my dad's getting older and he's at the point to where, you know, we don't know how much longer he has for him to be able to work and stuff like that, you know, we help where we can. He's still very independent, but like if it came down to where he couldn't work anymore and like we literally like legit had to take care of him, yeah, I would.
Okay, now, would you want your kids to take care of you if you weren't able to? God forbid, like y'all become old and y'all need, I wouldn't say like financial, but like help, like moving wise and stuff like that.
Yes.
Like physically help.
Yes. Now, do I want to be a burden to my kids? Absolutely not. Like if you want to smother me with a pillow because you think that's what I want to do, it. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
But what you're not gonna do is put my fat ass in a nursing home. That's not what we're gonna do. I've worked in the nursing home. I see how they treat them people. Absolutely not. I'll wipe your ass. I fix your broken feet.
Okay, my
Absolutely not. They better take care of me.
For me is I've seen me helping my parents. Absolutely, I will help my parents hands down, right? Just because I've seen how not to treat your parents when it came to my aunts and uncles and my you know, my grandparents. Cause not, I mean, it's everybody already knows it. You know, my dad had to pay my aunts and my cousins to help take care of my grandma when my grandpa passed away, right? And it came to the point where my aunts and cousins didn't want to take care of her no more. So my guy cousin, he came from here, he went to Mexico. He was the one that had to bathe my grandma. He had to change her because they would leave her in like her filth. Mm-hmm. He had to like, I guess, turn her around so she wouldn't get bed sores.
Yeah.
He did everything. When her daughters were able to do it, but they stopped doing it because my dad refused to pay them anymore, right? So me and my sisters, we have agreed that, you know, when it comes to my mom, it'll be us girls, right? When it comes to my dad, it'll be Tony. But we have sons, so it'll be Tony and my dad's grandsons that will help out.
Yeah.
Like, God forbid anything happens to Tony or anything, then we will take the responsibility of helping my dad. It might hurt his ego because he's a Mexican man. But I'm not gonna let him be in his filth just because we don't want to help him.
I told my dad, because that's one of the bigger things is like, you know, when my mom was sick, like we had to go bathe her, we had to help her get dressed. You know, and my mom was a bigger woman. And, you know, so, like, typically it took two of us, you know, to, like, make sure she was completely dry, baby powder, like, all that stuff everywhere, you know? But, like, with my dad, I wouldn't want to change him. Like, I wouldn't want to have to bathe him or anything like that, you know?
I wouldn't want to bathe him either, but it's like,
because
if we're not able to do it, because, I mean, don't get me wrong. Tony, he's gonna do it. He said,
definitely.
He said he's gonna do it. Carlos said he will help, but he knows how my dad is. He wouldn't want to hurt my dad's pride or ego.
Yeah,
he's an old
Mexican dad.
He's an old Mexican dad. And me personally, we've talked about it, great. But me personally, as a mom, I wouldn't want my kids to take care of me. Why? Because they didn't choose to be here. I chose to bring them into this world. Mm-hmm. I'm the one, it's my responsibility to basically raise my kids, help them in every way I can until, you know, I die. And plus, I wouldn't want to be a burden. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't want to be a burden to my kids. But the girls have already talked about who's going to take care of who. Kimberly automatically said she will not take care of us. And I told her, I asked her why. She's like, Mom. She's like, because if you're at my house and I want to do something the way I want to do it, I know you're going to want to, like, you know.
Oh, I know, because my dad's that way.
I'm like, okay. And she was like, I won't take care of you. Like, you cannot live with me. She was like, but I'll visit you every day. I will help Isabel or whoever gets you financially and physically. And Bella said that she'll take me and Carlos in. And I was like, why? She goes, because Isabel's more loving. She's
Uh-huh.
more, she has more of that motherly nurture. So Kimberly said, I'll help financially. I'll be the one
And that's crazy
taking
because you would
care.
think it's Bella. It's Kimberly. Yeah.
She was like, I'll be the one that'll take you to your doctor's appointments, pay for the stuff that you need to pay. Like, I'll help financially. She's like, but you living at my house is a no go. And I respect it.
Okay.
I respect it.
That part.
I respect it because I have no ill will. I don't want my kids to feel like they have to take care of me. They don't. They really don't. And I don't want to be a burden to them. They say that now because they're not married.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, what God forbid, what if they end up marrying like a narcissist or someone that doesn't want their parents involved or in their home? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So, with my parents, the way that worked was both of my parents have always said that they want to die in their house.
Same with my dad.
Okay? Fine. As far as my dad living with me, absolutely not. If it is not necessary, he is not living with me for that exact reason. Porque va a querer mandar cosas like in my house that, like, no, like I can't do that. And then so we would keep my mom died in the house, so we kept her there, right? So we would do that, and then excuse me, and then like as far as my dad now, like he would stay in his house, like we would pay the bills so he could stay there, and then we would pay for a nurse to go bathe him and like things like that. That way he didn't feel as uncomfortable because my dad doesn't have sons. He's got nothing. He's got 4 girls.
Yeah.
No sons. So like we wouldn't want to have to like bathe him, and he wouldn't want us to do that. So it's already been decided that he would stay in the house. We would pay whatever bills, and we would pay for a nurse.
And the same thing goes with my parents. They want to be in their house until God forbid they pass away, and vice versa. I want to be in my house. I want to stay in my house.
Yeah.
Unless I cannot physically move or do anything for myself, then fine, fuck it. I guess I'm moving with my kids, but I ain't going to no nursing home.
That's what I'm saying.
I told the girls if
they better not.
I told the girls
will
if you
them.
ever think to put me in a nursing home, kill me, shoot me, smother me. I'm not gonna go. I will die on this bed before I go into a nursing home.
As soon as the nursing home people pull up,
Yeah. I'm like, hold on.
No, for real.
Let me call Rosie real quick.
no, for real.
Yeah.
Girl,
That's
if
just
I'm so able to like take care of myself and everything, I would take you in.
Same, vice
I would.
versa.
I would take you in. I'd be like, don't worry, I'll take care of you. Go away. Just send me money for what
But
you
me
need.
personally, I feel like it is not my kid's responsibility to take care of me physically or financially. I don't want to be a burden. But me as a daughter, hands down, I will take care of my parents in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Same.
All right, next
That was a
question.
good one.
Oh, yeah, go.
That's
Can
a
you
more
read it?
you thing.
Okay.
It is, how do you show your kids you love them when you grew up in a unaffectional household? Okay, she wrote that question for someone sent it in and she wrote it down.
Okay, me personally,
That's a you thing.
we did grow up in a traditional Mexican household where our parents never once told us they loved us or they were proud of us.
Bro, they're gonna think I'm so fat because they've done nothing but see me like.
I've been eating too. And you know what? The other day, Kimberly did ask me, Mom, do you love me? And I asked her why. Why you asking? She's like, because you don't let me hug you. You're like, don't touch me. And that's because I didn't grow up with my parents hugging me. I never grew up with them telling me they were proud or they love me and stuff. And I was like, look, I'm gonna tell you something. I was like, I can tell you many reasons why you can say I love you. She goes, okay. She was like, okay, how about this? Name reasons without it involving money that you can say you love me. I'm like, bet. I'm like, I'm the one that wakes up early and takes you to all your events. I'm the one that, like, not forces you, but I'm the one that encourages you, like, hey, if you want to do it, do it. But
Yeah.
put your whole in, like, all your, what is it called?
Put all your effort
Into it, yeah. And I'm like, I'm always your biggest cheerleader. I'm the one that's always screaming your name. I'm the one that when something happens at school and if it is like I have your back at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I will correct you in private. If I have to correct you in public, it's a problem.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I will always correct you in private and I'm always gonna have your back. Right? And then I was like, that's how you know I love you. Because if I didn't love you, I wouldn't waste my time in your dance events. I wouldn't let you go to your dance stuff at school. I wouldn't be cheering you on. I was like, I don't give two fucks about anything else.
Yeah.
And she just looked at me. She started getting teary eyed. And I was like, but if you want to bring money into it, I was like, you have a roof over your head. I was like, I don't beat you, right?
That part.
And then she was like, what'd she say? She said something. And I was like, oh, because she was like, it's rare when you say you love me. I'm like, okay. I'm like, it is. And she's like, why don't you say it, Mom? I was like, look.
I think I tell the girls I love them more than you do.
You do. And I was like, I think it's because going back, I've said it right. Look, when I say it to my kids, it's random. Like we'll be watching a show or something, and I'll look at, when you look at your kids, just to look at your kids to see what you made or something.
Yeah.
I'll look at them. Like the other day, this happened last week. We were watching a show, and I was looking at the girls, and I said it randomly. I was like, I love you, girls. And they're like, Kamila's like, hold up. I'm like, what? She goes, what's wrong with you? I'm like, what do you mean? You just said you love me. I'm like, well, I do love you. And she goes, are you okay? I'm like, I'm okay. And she goes, you never say it. And then she's like, Dad, Mom said she loves me. And then she jumped and she gave me a big old hug. And I was like this,
Oh my God.
right? But it's random when I tell my kids I love them, and it's random when I give them a hug. Mm-hmm. But I guess with me having the boys are making me more into like
An affectionate mom.
yeah, because with the boys can jump on me, kiss me, hug me, and I'm just like, all right, baby, I love you. When it comes to the girls, it's random. I'll tell them randomly, and they're so happy, or like they'll hug me, or I'll be like, man, I'm like, girl, get away from me, like don't touch me, right? Or if they hug me randomly, I'll randomly give them a little hug or something. Like when you texted me, I
It's
love
so
you.
funny because it's my turn. I'm a buddy. It's so funny because Laura's not the affectionate friend. I am. Right? And it's funny because Abel struggles with that a lot.
And Carlos is more like you.
We married each other.
Carlos is the one that tells the girls and the boys he loves them like almost every day. Mm-hmm. Right? I'm opposite. I'll probably tell the girls I love them like probably like once or twice a week randomly. Because when they tell Mom I love you, I'm like, yeah, I know. Like it's hard. It's hard for me to tell my kids I love them. Because now as a grown up, my parents tell us they're proud of us, they love us. But they never said it to us
When you needed it.
Exactly.
And that's
I'm
so
trying.
funny.
I'm trying hard to break
generational
that
curse.
cycle, but it's hard.
I think that's so funny because it's again like we've said multiple times. We basically married each other. Your husband is me,
Yeah.
just more temperamental.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, mine is you with the whole like nonchalant, could care less like vibe, but he's a lot more calm without the temperament.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I think it's so funny because he didn't grow up in an affectionate home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I
Neither
did.
did Carlos.
I know, but we're not gonna get into that.
Yeah.
And then, but with the boys, like the boys tend to be more clingy, more affectionate, and like things like that. So I've embedded it into my kids, like, you know, because I'm like super lovey-dovey. I'm like bien cariñoso. Like, you see how Matthew is.
Yeah.
You know, he's like Elijah. He's like very
Even when you're
in your face.
even when your kids are like, "Love you, Tia,"
Yeah.
I'm like, me too.
Yeah. And then so it's funny because like I'm a super touchy feely person, so I'm always like, babe, I'm like Abel, I'm like love me, I'm like this, and he's just like what you're doing right now, right? He's like, I love you too. Okay. He's like, you're overstimulating me. I'm like, oh, so now you know how it feels. Right? Because like I get these random moments where I'm just like, oh my god, like I need affection.
Yeah.
Like I need you to like
Okay, Carlos.
love on me, like something. That he's just like there. He's like, what is wrong with you? But he had to learn with the boys because I'm already like that, and the boys, when they were little, they were like that.
Yeah, they were.
You know, they were like that with you, and you're just like, so, yeah.
Yeah.
But like he had to learn, and he's gotten so good. He's, you know, when they were little, it was really hard, but now, like he's so much better. Like Matthew will come home, be like, "Hey, Dad, I love you, Dad." He'll be like, "I love you too, buddy." Or, you know, Lupito doesn't say it as much anymore, and it makes me so sad
He's growing up.
because he's growing up, and he'll be like, "Hey, Mom." I'm like, "Hi, puppy." I'm like, "I love you." He goes, "I love you too," and I'm like, I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Love you too," and I'm like, "No." I'm like, "Do it right," and he gets real frustrated because I'm like, "Do it right." And then there's times where Matthew doesn't do it anymore either. He'll sit there like when we're getting ready for bed. I'll be like, "Good night, buddy. I love you." And he's like, "Okay." I'm like my heart is so sad, but it's because they're older. Now Ava overstimulates me with how much she loves. I love her, but she overstimulates the shit out of me because she's like, "Mommy, Mommy, I love you." But she's so aggressive with it because she's like, "I love you," and I'm like, "Okay, I love you too." But I can't say it like all nice and sweet. Like I have to be aggressive with it. So the way she says it, like a demon child, I have to say it that way. And she'll be like, "Okay, thank you." Okay, my husband's done so much better. He's like, "I love you. You know, I'm proud of you." Like he's like super involved with the kids. He like Abel had his UIL thing this past weekend. He went. He was like, he took him. I picked up Abel. He came home and he was like, "How was your thing? How was this? Yada yada yada." Matthew has soccer tryouts. Yesterday was the
Fingers
first
crossed,
day.
guys.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Yesterday he came home and he was so excited. Abel was so exhausted. He was just so tired, right? And Matthew's like 90 miles an hour. Because bunches can talk.
Yeah.
Bunches can talk.
When he wants to.
Yeah, and he's like 90 miles an hour. He's like, "Mom, it was like this, like this. Like, Dad, like, do you think I can get these or this or this?"
He's all into
Like,
it.
all into it. So excited, right? And my husband was just like laying on the bed and he was like, "Wow, buddy. Oh, really?" I'm like, "Abel." He's like, "Okay." So he sat up. He was like, "So how was it? Like, what'd you do? Like, did you do gold?" Like he gets so involved.
You see how you just say Abel and he perks up. And
Yeah.
when it comes to me, I can be a bitch to my kids when I'm tired. So when they're telling me stuff and I don't want to hear it, I'm just like, this is literally my face. I'm like, so Carlos would be like, "Laura, stop being a bitch. Listen." I'm like,
Yo, yeah, great. And that's so funny because I think you do that with Bella. And so Bella will call me. She'll call me
for your weekly update.
for my weekly update. She hasn't called me in a while, but she'll call me. And she'll be like, "Yeah."
Oh,
I'm
she's
like,
grounded. She doesn't have a phone.
"Oh, that weeks." When she get grounded, because I think it's been like 3 weeks, like she hasn't called me.
This is her last week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because she hasn't called me, but she'll be like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What's up? Are you busy? What are you doing? Where are you going? Where are you?" You know, I'm like updating all her with all her little questions. And she'll be like, "Okay, do you want the tea? Because I got tea." And I'm like, "Ooh." I'm like, I love 5th grade tea.
Yeah.
Like the TBT. And I'm like, "Pues a ver, what happened?" And she's like, well, did my mom tell you? And I was like, no, I haven't talked to your mom. I've been at work. She's like, well, I already told my mom. And I was like, okay, well, tell me. And she's like, this. And like, she starts ranting. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, for real? She's like, yeah. She's like, and you know what I told them? And I'm like, what? She's like, I'm going to say a bad word. And I'm like, say it. I'm like, only this one time. And she's like, okay. She's like, I told that bitch. Like, I'm like, Bella, wait. I'm like, hold on. That's not what I thought.
Like the Kevin Hart.
Yeah. Like, my mom said, you know, nipple having a speech. like, she goes in. And then she'll be done, and I'm like, okay. Well, I'm like, I gotta go pick up Abel or whatever. And she'll be like, okay, I love you. I'm like, I love you too. She goes, yay. And then she hangs up.
Yeah. I don't know, it's crazy. Alright guys, so if you want to listen to the rest of this episode, follow us on Spotify and Podbean. Make sure to iHeart. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And make sure if you have any other questions or stories or confessions, or like Isabel says, tea, make sure to email us at sisterhood.confessions1@gmail.com. And until next time, bye.